here I am. Hi. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, I guess. I'm Ayzria or Maddie, Emily, whatever you want to call me. I'm sorry, too many names. I promised in my last Q&A that I would do sort of face cam sort of Q&A where I'm actually talking to you guys instead of just doing a voiceover. So here I am. Hi. Before I even get into those questions, I have something really special that showed up at my door on Friday. Y'all might know what it is already because I've talked about it on my Instagram and my Twitter, but I got this package. It's from YouTube. It's my play button. So I have already opened it up before this. I did it with one of my best friends. I was gonna record an unboxing, but I didn't. It was a special moment. I was super excited. Yeah, so I'll open it up for you guys right now, even though I've already seen it. So the very first thing that you pull out is their letter from YouTube, the CEO. So I guess I'll read it out for you guys. If you've watched any other unboxings, I think everyone reads it, but just in case you haven't heard it yet, it's super sweet. I love it. You've just done something that very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you created. They were inspired, challenged, or entertained. You achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and probably a healthy sense of humor too. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you, and we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with this Silver Creator Award, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know that you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you've found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations. So now for the actual plaque. So here it is. I don't have any words. I'm so beyond grateful for everything that I have, and you guys truly mean so much to me. Like, I can't describe how happy it makes me to wake up every single day to your just beautiful and such nice comments. Like, truly, I can't thank you enough. Like, just thank you. Okay, so now that's out of the way. So I have 50 questions right here in front of me. I have 2 pages. Hi, Daisy. Okay, so one of them is more personal questions and the other is kind of all related to my YouTube and just what I do. So I think I'll probably answer those ones first because I seem to get tons and tons of questions just about what I'm doing, what I use and everything. So that's probably the most important to you guys because I think what my favorite color is isn't that important. So the very first question that I always get is, Daisy. No. Go away. Sit down, please. Hey, sit. So probably the #1 question that I always get asked is, what software do I use to record my videos, edit them, and then what do I use to make my thumbnails? So I record with xsplit gamecaster. I'm honestly not sure if it's free or not. That's something you would have to look at yourself. It came with my computer, so I don't know. And then to edit, I typically use Adobe After Effects to make my intro screens, and then I'll record the actual video with Adobe Premiere Pro. And as for my thumbnails, I always use Photoshop. Question 2 is, what is my upload schedule? So it kind of depends on if I actually have videos ready or not. Just because of school, I don't always make videos every time I'm supposed to, but I have it planned out for me to upload videos on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Normally on Saturdays it'll be like 12 p.m. Central Time, and then on Wednesdays it'll be later in the day. Currently right now it's 5 p.m. Central, but I might move it down to like 3 or 4 p.m. I'm not sure, but it'll be on Wednesday nights, so there you go. What building tips do you have for beginning builders? The biggest thing, I always say this anytime someone asks for advice, don't make your builds too big, or at least bigger than you can actually fill, because you don't want to have a humongous living room and then just have a tiny couch in the center with a TV. Like, that doesn't really look good, right? So you want to make sure that you aren't making things too big for what you can fill, if that makes sense. And if you do have empty spaces that like you can't get rid of but you don't know what to do with, and you don't just want to leave it open, right? The best things you can probably add are just like add a bookshelf and then some chairs, you know, like have a little seating area. You can make it into an office if you don't already have one, or you can just put a piano and a carpet, and there you go. Do you draw out a sketch before you make your builds? No, I typically don't. I have done it once or twice, but I don't really, I don't know. I don't feel the need. I make my sketch just like by playing around before I'm recording. That leads to the next question, which is how long does it take you to plan out a build? It typically doesn't take more than 5 or 10 minutes. Like I normally have an idea that I want, and so I really only actually plan out and like build the front of the builds, and then kind of as I'm recording I'll make the rest. Like I don't plan out floor plans or any of that. You can see my head in the play button. Okay. I typically will just design the front of it, and I'll choose the colors and put it to the side, take a picture of it so that I can copy it when I'm actually recording. Can you friend people? I get asked this so often, and I hate saying no, but I truly cannot friend every single one of you who has asked me. Y'all know Roblox has a 200 character friend limit. So because of that, I obviously can't friend all of you. So sorry, but if I see you in game and you remind me, I will follow you. And I also follow everyone who has my merch, no matter what. If I see you, I will follow you. How much time does it take to make a build? So that completely varies. If I'm just doing like a small little house, like maybe a budget house, like a tiny house, it'll only take like 45 minutes maybe. If I'm making like a 2-story, just like general kind of house, it may take 1 to 2 hours. And if I'm making a really big build, like maybe a mansion, then that'll take more than 3 hours. As for like my themed builds that I've done that are like the North Pole, that takes so many hours. I couldn't even tell you. Why is your name sometimes covered in your videos? That is because I have an alt account that I typically will use to make some builds. Sometimes it's because my Wi-Fi is acting up, and every time I join a game I disconnect a few minutes later, and I hate that because when you guys join me, I don't want you to think that I'm just leaving you. So I get super upset about that, and so I don't have to deal with that if I'm just using my alt account. Also, sometimes I just like to be completely alone just because I'm not really paying attention to the chat. And I know some of you guys don't even care about that, like you don't care whether or not I talk to you, you're just like, wow, she's here, like, wow, I'm watching this, I don't know. But I know there's a lot of people out there who will think that I am intentionally like just ignoring them, and I don't want you guys to think that, so I just use my alt. Can you do a meet and greet? I'm not sure if you mean like an in-person meet and greet, because I totally I cannot do that. First of all, I can't plan something like that. Second of all, I feel like I'd be so overwhelmed. I don't know, it would just be really weird. But I'm planning on making a game in like Roblox Studio, like have a meet and greet place, so anytime I want to do that, I'll just have it so that 50 or 100 people can join. I don't know, how many people does it take to make it crash all the time? I don't want that, but I'll figure something out. I want to make one soon so that I can do that. Do you make graphics? Yes, I do. I kind of just started it. I just learned how to use Blender and make character renders and everything. So if you follow my spam account on Instagram, I'll put that down here. I have been making a lot of edits for fans. I just had y'all leave your username below and I chose people and I just made them free little graphics so that I can practice. How long have you been building? I have been building since I started playing The Sims for the very first time, which I couldn't even tell you how old I was. I was so young and I was using like one of those big desktop, like the super fat desktop computers, and I was building on The Sims. As for building on Bloxburg, I started my channel in March of 2017, so that's obviously when I started making the speed builds. And the very first video that I posted was my first actual build that I made. So I think I started that probably in about February. I was working on it on and off for a while. I don't actually remember how long it was. But yeah. Where do you get your decals? Okay, so if you didn't know, I have all of the decals that I use in my builds in my Roblox inventory. I always have it linked in the description so that you guys can easily go find whatever decals you want. Typically, I will find it on art websites as well as just Pinterest or just Google. I don't know, I find it everywhere. I look for hours to find good decals to use. I love them. I think they make the houses so much better. What is your favorite interior style? I am in love with industrial houses, or like industrial houses or apartments or anything industrial. I love it. I also really like Scandinavian or Nordic interiors. I've made a few Scandinavian things before, but it's like typically really light and just like super cozy and minimalistic, but still super comfortable. Can you do roleplay style videos? I have never actually roleplayed before. I don't really play the game very much, so I don't know how to roleplay. I don't know what you're supposed to do. So I think I may try. I could do a thing where y'all teach me how to roleplay, because I know I've had a few people who are like, yeah, I'll totally show you. So I think I might do something like that. Who knows? What is your favorite room to decorate? I've said this before, but I love dining rooms. I don't know if that's the most fun to decorate since they're really simple, but I love them. I don't know why. Well, yes I do. It's because that's where you eat food. Can you do collabs? So I've been wanting to do collabs for a long time. I just haven't really gotten around to it. I do have something coming that I guess you could say it's a collab. It's like a fan build-off. So that's the closest to a collab that I've ever done. But I really want to start. I just don't know who will take me. What is your favorite and least favorite build? So my favorite current one that I've done is my Modern Oasis Loft. That came totally out of nowhere. I don't even know what an oasis looks like. We have this place here with Oasis in the name, and I had a free cup from there and I was literally drinking out of it, and that's where that name came from. But anyway, that was unnecessary information. But I just really loved the colors of it. I liked how the front of it turned out. I don't know, I just really like it. As for my least favorite, out of my current builds, probably just that modern container house thing. Really basic, really simple. I don't know. I didn't love how it turned out. I mean, I know container houses like that are just supposed to be like stacked boxes, but I don't know. I just don't really love it. Do you like the name Ayzria? I kind of named it this on a whim. I had been searching for names for a long time, but I couldn't find one that I loved. But Ayzria and another name, which is actually my alt, were two that I were debating on for a long time, and I don't know, I really wanted to make that change, get Maddie Sparkles out of here, and so I just decided to use the name Ayzria. If I were to go back and choose a different name, I definitely would, but I think at this point I'm kind of stuck. So I don't know. Do you buy Bloxburg money? So I don't on my main account, the Ayzria one, because I get so many donations from you guys because you guys are so beyond sweet. So I don't ever have to buy money. The only thing I've ever bought is the block bucks, whatever they're called. I honestly don't know. But on my alt account, I buy all of that money because I don't know about y'all, but I really can't be bothered to actually go to work anymore. I used to do that when I started off my channel. I would work for all of my money for the longest time. But then y'all started giving me donations to help me out, and thank you so much. What are your favorite colors to build with? So I really love white and gray. Those are kind of the colors that I gravitate to the most. And I guess just because I don't really like color, the closest to color I get in most of my builds is literally like the brown floors. But my favorite like accent colors are definitely yellow. Y'all, it's my favorite color. So definitely yellow, and also I really like green too. What is your biggest YouTuber goal? I really don't have any goals for my channel. I kind of just go with the flow. Like I don't like setting goals. I don't like setting goals, like subscriber goals, like by the end of the year I'm gonna have 500,000 subscribers. I don't know, I just don't like doing that. But of course I have goals to like always make the best content for you guys. Don't like put out content that I'm not happy with just to put out content. And I don't know, just always make you guys happy, always reply when I can, just talk to you guys all the time. That's kind of my goals. What is the best free thumbnail maker? A lot of you guys ask this because you don't want to pay for Photoshop, obviously. So I think a lot of people use this, but if you use Fonto on your phone, I'm not sure if, I think it's on Android too, right? I don't know. I know it's on iPhones, but that's such a good place to go if you want to make free thumbnails. You can download fonts and everything. You can, you know, like add a bunch of items and text and everything. It's really good if you don't have Photoshop. Will you ever do lifestyle / vlog type videos? Really, I don't know, because I definitely currently don't do enough to do vlogs at like every day or weekly. I mean, I may be able to do it weekly, but it would just be the same thing, like me going to school, coming home, doing homework, like, unless I did something actually fun, maybe I could, but I don't know if you guys would want me to put that on this channel or have a separate channel for that, because I feel like if I did it on here, it would be kind of weird. Let me know what you guys think about that. The last question is, when will you be doing a live stream? I said this in my last video that I'd be doing it within a couple weeks of that video, but I mentioned earlier that we've been having really bad Wi-Fi recently, and so I tested out a live stream on a random account that I made, and it just kept lagging. It was not good. So I didn't want to do just like a really bad live stream for you guys. I want to make it actually good. So until my Wi-Fi gets fixed, it won't be happening. So that's all for the YouTube related questions. So now I'm gonna move on to 25 questions about my personal life. Okay, so the first question is, how old are you? I am currently 17 years old. Second, what's your birthday? March 1st, 2001. Same as Justin Bieber. What college do you want to go to? So I'm currently at this moment working on my college applications. I am not very far in it, or at least not as far as I wanted to be by this point. So out of the colleges that I have on my list now that I'm actively working on the applications for is New York University, University of Texas, Baylor, Southern California, and Syracuse. So those are kind of my top 5 at the moment, but as I said, I'm still adding on more. What is your favorite color? I said earlier, my favorite color is yellow. Hello. Hey, Chip Chip. My dog is here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh. Okay, well that didn't work. So So the next question, what YouTubers do you watch? Well, I've been binge watching Shane Dawson. I mean, I think everyone has. Everyone loves Shane Dawson. And then Jeffree Star. I've been watching him for a long time. I love him. I love Jeffree Star. And then also James Charles and Jenna Marbles. Those are probably like the top 4 that I've been watching the most recently. What is your dream job? So for the longest time, I've wanted to be a magazine sort of editor, journalist type person. Like, I just love the idea of like the busy New York City streets and like having to go on coffee runs for coworkers in the morning and then going up to my super cluttered office desk and just working on writing and editing. I don't know, I just love the idea of it. So I guess you can say that's my dream job. Do you like K-pop? I get asked this so often. It's not really my thing. I don't love that style of music. Yes, I have listened to it before because I've been forced to, but I don't like it. What is your favorite video games? So I don't really play that many video games anymore. I used to all the time just like play computer games that like I would see Markiplier or like Jacksepticeye play. But one of the biggest games that I played for years was World of Warcraft. Yeah, I played that. So I guess at this point I don't really have any favorite video games because I don't play any. I don't play Roblox either because I just build on Bloxburg and that's all I do. So the next question, do you like tea or coffee, and hot or cold? So I actually like hot tea and cold coffee because I hate iced tea. I hate hot like cappuccinos. Like I can't. So yeah, hot tea, cold coffee. Who is your least favorite celebrity? I have something against Taylor Swift. Like I don't like her. And I don't know what it is. Like, I haven't liked her for the longest time, but I'm sure there was some reason that just like turned me away from her. But if you asked me, I really couldn't tell you what it was. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I do not. I am single. The next question is, what are your favorite makeup products that you use every day? So I actually have them right here in front of me. I don't wear a lot of makeup every day, especially to school. I don't wear that much. But so the first thing that I put on my face every day is this Becca First Light priming filter. So it's a primer. So I got this in a BoxyCharm. I think it was last month actually. If y'all don't know what BoxyCharm is, obviously not sponsored. Why would they sponsor me? This monthly subscription box for like 20 bucks or something, and you get 5 to 6 full-size makeup products, and it's only $20, and they're actually really good products. So this is one of them. I mean, I don't know how much primers actually do for you. I know it's kind of like some myth, but I just like using this. I don't know why. Now for foundations, the very first foundation that I ever like got into really using that's not like drugstore brand is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is one of my favorites for the longest time. Now as for concealer, I use everyone's favorite, the Tarte Shape Tape. You know, you already know. So after I do all that, typically I will fill in my eyebrows a little bit, not every day, but sometimes. So I'll use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This is in medium brown. I really love this, but I kind of prefer eyebrow pencils, but the pomade's good too. I mean, if you have the right brush and you know how to use it, then it's good. So recently I've been using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Not even recently, I've been using this for like 2 years. I love it. I mean, I love how big okay. Wow, now I know why people do this. So I love how big and like fluffy the wand is. I don't know. Some people say it's super clumpy, but I personally don't get that, so I don't know. The last thing is everyone's favorite, I mean, highlighter. So I've recently been using the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit. I mean, I love these shades. And they're super bright also, like, ugh. So the next question is, what type of computer do you have? So I actually have two different computers. The first laptop that I use is an MSI. So I tried to explain this before in my last video, what kind of laptop it is, but I truly don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you, but it's just this laptop right here. Light up keyboard. I mean, what else do you need to know about it? Just looks like this. So I use that computer for more gaming, you know, like recording and editing, like everything YouTube is using that computer. Now just regularly, I use this as my school computer, and then just like if I'm watching YouTube or Netflix or something and I don't want something heavy on my lap, I use my MacBook Air. So this is just the normal MacBook Air, nothing special or anything. What is your dream vacation destination? So I've always wanted to go to like Italy and just anywhere in Europe, honestly. I think it's so gorgeous over there, and after just living in the US, like it looks so much cooler, and like it's so beautiful like everywhere else besides Texas. So I don't know, honestly, I'd be happy going literally anywhere. I love the beach, but I prefer like places I can walk around and like sightsee and everything. I love being at the beach for a few days, but it's just like if I could just choose anywhere to go, I wouldn't choose like the beach, you know? What state do you live in? I just said I live in Texas. So do you wear contacts or glasses? Yes, I do. I wear contacts almost every single day if I actually go out. But if I'm just at home, I'm usually wearing my glasses. So some of you asked to see them. They're really basic. I literally look like a school teacher. But yeah. How long is your morning routine? So I usually wake up for school that I leave for at around 8 o'clock or 8:10. I typically wake up at 7:20-ish, and then I get ready so slow. Like, I don't do anything. I guess if you're looking at it that way, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes, I guess, if I'm just like taking my time, not caring at all like how much time I'm taking, you know. But I can get ready. I don't do very much in the morning, so I can get ready in like 10 minutes if I wanted to. What would you name your kids? So I've thought about this a few times. I think it's really fun to like picture your future. I don't know, but if I were to have a girl or more than one girl, definitely my favorite name is Sage. I just think it's so unique and pretty, and I also like Allison and Adeline, so I guess I would choose out of those. As for boys, I don't know, boys' names are a lot easier, but I can't think of any, honestly. What kind of writing do you like? So I really love writing poetry. I don't know, I think it's so fun. I also really like short stories, or actually just writing. Honestly, writing anything in general is so much fun. I don't know, I just like writing in general. What is your favorite aesthetic? Like, I really like grunge aesthetic. That kind of goes with like my industrial love. And then I also really like plant aesthetic. Is that an actual aesthetic? I don't really know, but I love plants. How tall are you? I am so short. I'm like I don't even know if I'm 5'2.5". I thought I was 5'3" for the longest time, but I may have just been telling myself that because I wanted to be 5'3", but I don't know. I'm not tall at all. What is your favorite candy? If we're talking about chocolate, my favorite is definitely Twix or Kit Kats. But then other candy, I love Sour Patch Kids. What are your favorite / least favorite stores? Hello. Here's my cat. Say hi. Okay, so my favorite stores are definitely PacSun, Forever 21 sometimes. It's really a hit or miss there. American Eagle, that's also a hit or miss for me, because like, first of all, it's super expensive. Okay, she needs to get down. Expensive, and a lot of their clothes aren't that cute. I don't know. And then I also really love Altered State, but they have super cute clothes. Also really expensive, but so cute. What is your favorite school subject? I mean, you can probably tell I really love English, but this year I'm taking a Shakespeare class, which is definitely more up my alley because it's a lot of poetry, so I love that. So that's all the questions that I had for this time. If you watch this much, like, wow, you're a real one. I don't know if you guys want me to do this again, maybe. So the only time I'll probably do another Q&A, honestly, is in my live stream, whenever that happens, but we will see. I don't know if you guys want me to start doing like face cam videos or like videos more like this where I actually show my face and I actually speak in it. I know you guys have been asking me to actually talk in my videos for the longest time. I just haven't found anything to talk about. I don't know, if you guys have any suggestions at all, please leave them in the comments. So I read as much as I can. I will definitely be reading a lot of the comments on this video for a number of reasons, but I guess that's all I have for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I will have an actual speed build video up hopefully on Wednesday. Before then, I guess, goodbye.